Welcome everybody, my name is Ryan and this is Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. We are on episode 5 of the Would-Be Wizard series. There he is, our character Aram, named after one of my very own Patreons. Now, this is not a live stream VOD, that's right. If you are used to watching my VODs on the YouTube channel here, well, unfortunately right now I can't stream. I've had some hardware to spare with my PC, but don't worry, I have a replacement on order. So we'll get back to our live streaming as normal and stuff, but I can't let these series just die, of course. So we're going to do a couple of recorded videos, and these will be slotted into the playlist just like any of the other VODs that I would normally do. So if you're watching in the future, you don't even have to worry about it. You know, of course, just keep following along the playlist and it should all be in the right order. And make sure to go down to the description of the video, check out my Twitter page and follow me over there, because once we do go live, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy chatting with everybody, learning so much from the community. But let's see if we can put some of those lessons into play now. We are here, like I said, with Aram the Would-Be Wizard. He has quite a few spells. You know, it's obviously not the end of the line. We're going to try and learn a bunch more, but our bread and butter is definitely Magic Missile. We just learned this interesting one, Visceral Projection, and this shoots like a spray of blood all around the character. Check this out. I just did it over here practicing a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty nasty, no doubt about it. So the spells in this game are a lot of fun, but of course they are brought to us by a mod. So this isn't vanilla, but you have to install the Cataclysm mod to get access to the spells. In addition, here on this world, we've got Mind Over Matter, which gives like psychic powers, which we haven't gotten any of yet. But there's also No Hope, which makes the game more difficult, tweaking like item spawn and weather and stuff. And of course, bombastic perks and mythical martial arts. Let's not forget Speedy Dex there too. But just a quick peek for anybody who's new, of course. And this is the best part of this run here. We haven't lived very long, but we did manage to find the Forge of Wonders right there, and it's literally just south of the refugee center. So we decided to go ahead and hunker down in this area. And like I said, luck was with us on this day because we actually found a cattle ranch or dairy farm without zombie cows. That's right, let's step out of the window. Still haven't picked the lock on the door yet, but that's not important. But here they are, the beautiful beasties. I've got them all tied up so they won't move a muscle, but they're just in the barn, safe and sound. Of course, you can't see them from the outside, so we gotta protect them still. We don't want any zombies or anything to like break down that door, but we're relatively safe here in this area for sure. Ignore this person. She's lost her mind. Poor Andrea. She's gone to us, but she lives out in the woods now as a crazy person. And over here, we've got a bit of a charcoal operation and a smoker operation. In fact, let's pop over there real quick and take a look. Alright, so these are our charcoal pits. Let's see if there's any charcoal ready. Nope, still got about 4 to 5 hours before these are done. It is 6:30 in the morning, but I did a little bit of off-camera work, so we actually do have some meat prepared too now. Let's check on this one. Yeah, we had 2 smokers going. One of them is already finished, so I've already taken the dehydrated meats out of this one. And you can see this one is going. So we will have some more beef jerky here once that's complete. But let's peek into the cattle ranch one more time. There's the motorcycle. But that is going to be a big priority today, is to try and upgrade our vehicle. The motorcycle's served us well up to this point, but it's very fragile because it's in bad shape and it doesn't have very good carrying capacity at all. So we're going to be cruising around, looting a little bit, but obviously looking for an upgrade to the vehicle. Good news is we've got welding, and of course we are in proximity to the refugee center. But here's the meat that I've accumulated so far. I've essentially butchered 2 of the small cows, the calves, and this is one of them. The other one you just saw is currently being prepared. But taking a look at the inventory, I think we are good. I'm pretty slim less than 50 pounds of weight. It looks like a lot of stuff, but I've got everything unloaded so there's no boxes or bulky stuff. And of course, we can't forget our mysterious artifact. This thing is amazing. We found this, I think, in like the first or second live stream that I did with Aaron, but it actually gives us a big buff to strength right here. Our strength is, I think, yeah, it's a +4 to strength for this thing. And it also has an activated ability causing confusion. And I wasn't sure, I was confused about the confusion, but commenter did point out that this should work against anything in like a certain radius around us. So we're going to try it. In fact, I've even got it reassigned to a specific hotkey. So hopefully I can remember to break that out and use that in a dire situation. But actually, I think we'll be able to use it fairly frequently, just considering how quickly the charges on it do seem to recharge. All right, let's hop on the old Viper. That's what we called it. Whew, it's a loud one too, so get your earplugs in. Hold on. There we go. Okay, bump down the volume just a little bit. The old Viper. She's seen better days. This girl here, let's just look at it real quick. Yeah, it's missing the kickstand. I think it's also missing handles. Yeah. So we definitely want to avoid, my saddle is about broken. Some components are still in good shape. It actually does float, although, I don't recommend going aquatic in a vehicle like this, which doesn't have like direct surrounding protection. Zombie sharks could easily get me, if I were to have to like stop in the water or something and pass time for whatever reason, they could attack me. But, all right, we've got a few things to the south. There is actually a really interesting solar vehicle that I want to come and pay a visit to. This isn't anything new. We've spotted it before, but if I could, like, strip a couple solar panels from it, that would really be helpful. Because obviously, in order to get started on a vehicle, and I just kind of like to, electrify our base too, we will need some good solar panels. But problem is, this thing is, right next to a wasp's nest. And of course, if we spend any amount of time like pulling solar panels off of this thing, these wasps will have an opportunity to pay me a little visit. So I think I might actually make an effort to clear these guys. Let's stop driving. I'm going to hop off. This is dangerous work, obviously, clearing wasps, but with the magic missile, it is entirely possible. And this guy is just, he probably wouldn't be much of a threat. God damn it. Will you quit moving away from me, dude? I don't want to get too close that he actually attacks me. There we go. But yeah, just to demonstrate, magic missile, 3 hits. And, oh, there's the queen. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to turn off safe mode. Let's take a quick look at them. There's their hive, too. So it's, like I say, very close. You know what? Actually, I need to backtrack. Let's make sure to squash, clean up our mess after ourselves. Okay, tell you what, we'll swing around. I'm gonna leave the motorcycle parked there. I've got it marked, but let's actually just go to the car. Maybe I can do this without hostilities. I say that after I've already killed one of the wasps, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I would actually kind of like to get this vehicle itself up and running, huh? It's got 100% charge. What was this thing actually missing? The controls, maybe? It's got no dashboard. Yeah, I don't think it has controls on it. Let's see. Examine vehicle. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, and it says the vehicle is locked. That's interesting. Let me check it out one more time here. Doesn't show any locks in the motor. I'm not sure about that, but do we strip it or do we try and repair it? That's the real question. Let's see if we can remove the dashboard. Yeah. Installing controls in this slot, though. Let's see. We go to install. Let's look up the word control. And obviously we would need to bring our stuff down, our welding stuff, which is not a big deal. It's actually on the motorcycle, so if I just drive down the motorcycle and set up some power here, we're good. Vehicle controls we are missing. I don't have one of those, and to be honest, I don't think we can remove any right now currently, because we're sitting at level 3 mechanics, and I know that the controls themselves, in order to bypass the security system, we also have to have electronics of 4 too. So I think what I might do is just borrow some of the stuff here. Let's take out one of the medium storage batteries, which takes like no time at all. And from the back, maybe we'll remove some of the more damaged ones. Oh, that actually requires mechanics 4 too. I can't even do that. Well, there we go. At least we know our limitations, right? Yeah, I think this is the remains of the controls. I previously tried to get around the security system with a little percussive maintenance, is what they call it. Smashing it with the bat, but it didn't work out. So I think what I'll do, we're gonna take this slow and steady. Yeah. Alright, I just dropped the battery. We'll turn safe mode back on, and I'm just gonna return to camp with that battery. Return to our base, I should say, not to camp. Yeah, we'll set the battery up. We'll go little by little. Maybe I can get that mechanics up too, because I definitely have a book that will help with that. So let's get back to home. And we're back home. So let's go ahead and place this battery. It literally, is it the medium battery? I'm shocked by that. I think it's a large one. It's the only one nearby, though. There we go. Yeah, that's considered a medium battery. But it's got a full charge on it. And let's see. I think it's connected to the grid, because I did reveal the wires. Reveal wall wires. There we go. All right, now it should be connected, I believe. Let's see, on board. It's got no power coming in or out of it. That's correct. Let's pop inside, because I did remove the wires from this entire row of wall here. Let's see if we can plug in. Actually, it should already be plugged in. Let me just see if I can do this. Plug in to the wall. The power grid and oven are already connected. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. Let's try this. Let's plug in the appliance. There we go. Refrigerator's also connected too. Let's just turn it on. So it's drawing 30 watts of power now, and let's just confirm. Yep, 30 watts of power being drawn. So we've got a system. There's no active power going in, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the fridge. It's not critical. The stuff in here will actually last for quite a while, thanks to being dehydrated. But yeah, that's one good step. Now you know what I'm thinking? I kind of want to go back and grab the other battery. I should have gotten two, but the other one we'll keep in our bicycle, and that can be used to power our welding equipment. But yeah, let's go ahead and grab it, and then I will return north. I think what we should be doing is kind of working towards this town up here. It's going to be dangerous because there's a portal here, another wasp nest, and we've got a mass grave, so I might have to spend a little time just clearing this area. Let's get over there and take a look. I have brought us to this little T intersection, so let's go ahead and kill that noisy engine. Okay, there we go. I think we're done, right? Are we still moving? I think I'm still moving. Hold on. Yeah, we need to kill the engine. There we go. Alright. Stop driving. Now, let's inspect a few things. How's our encumbrance currently? It's not bad. Nothing's in the red. I did find a pair of jack boots, so I put those on. Those are like hardcore military stuff, but they actually do cause a little bit of a conflict with the jeans because they go up so high on the leg. But either way, I think we'll be good. It's a nice trade-off for protection versus mobility. And let's grab our weapon. We've got our sword here. We're ready, people. We are. Safe mode's turned on. Let's just approach. I think maybe taking a look at this zombie pit and trying to clear it is going to be our best bet, simply because it is causing me the most trouble. It's kind of near to my smokers here, you know, and as I'm working there, I think it's close enough that part of it's in the reality bubble, because some of these zombies were wandering over to me while I was trying to work on dehydrating some beef jerky. Alright, gotta take it easy. We're in good shape, and sometimes I get a little overconfident with this sword, but I do need to try and utilize any kind of terrain I can. Oh, zombie just rose right there in front of me. And he died. Yeah, the sword is actually really superior. Now, that's a decent little score. This guy's got all kinds of stuff on him. Grab those. Yeah, I've learned to grab the smartphone case with the smartphone. I used to just take the smartphone itself, but now I do take the case because they trade for a little bit more with the case on them. Which makes sense. You know, you got a stylish case on your phone. Just ups the value. Probably not, but that's how we'll look at it. So, that actually wasn't too bad. I think most of them have already wandered off. But there's another one here. Let's draw him into this pit, maybe. And that was a bit stronger. Okay, interesting. Got a book on him. A whole bunch of menstrual pads. We'll take those decent. We can start... Oh, boxing gloves. Poor fit. That's fun. Let's see, what are these worth? 10 cents? Not really worth it. But, yeah, we'll grab that stuff. Now, let's see. Anything worthwhile picking up here? Reanimator smartphone case. Absolutely. Great movie. Classic based on H.P. Lovecraft story. Ooh, a lighter. Oh, finally, we've got ourselves a lighter. Believe it or not, as a pyro, I've been without a lighter up to this point. Where is it? Let me find it and favorite it. Okay, found it. It was at the top of the list for some weird reason, but... Alright, you go down. Alright. Now, unfortunately, there's no body bags here. I was recently given a little bit of a tip for moving loot around, especially into the Forge of Wonders when I've got like a whole lot of loot. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, we want to try and use like either gallon-sized trash bags doubled up, which we will, but also body bags that we find at these kind of locations apparently are really good. Yellow smartphone case, let's grab it. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately none here. This spot, but looks like we have made it fairly safe. Ooh, now we gotta deal with the Zomborg. This might be a trick for our magic. Let's see, is this turned on? Okay, we've deactivated it. That's good. Uses a bit less mana when I deactivate it. Can't quite reach it. Let's let him get a little closer. Now, as I understand it too, if we dissect these Zomborgs, we can potentially get some bionics from them. I think that's correct, unless they've changed that or something, but let me just do a quick sweep here of this pod, make sure there's no other ones around here. Not safe mode. Now, are there doors? Can we get in this thing? Oh, there is a door. Now, well, there's like a shutter, but now there's doors, which are blocked off to me. If we get some propane, it's possible that could be opened. I've done that before. I think in the experimental version, they're changing that, but I might be wrong. Either way, it should still work here. All right, let's, we got safe mode on. This could tank our mood right now, because I think technically... Wait, am I bitten? Oh, I did get bitten. Yeah, we've got a bite on our right arm. Whoa, glad I noticed that. Let's get some... Wow, I have alcohol wipes. Hopefully that'll do it. Doesn't always get it. Wow. I think I have antiseptic back home. There we go. Okay, whew. Man, we managed to clear that. That could have been real bad if I hadn't caught it. Alright, let's butcher this guy up. Okay, this will yield knowledge. Examine for possible bionic implants. That's what we want. But yeah, I think since it's human type, it might hurt our mood. No? I guess because it's alien enough. It didn't. Yeah, anti-glare. Joint torsion ratchet. Okay. Do burn down bionics? We'll take them. Notice they are, of course, filthy, so we have to wash them first, which I believe actually requires a washing machine, I think. But bionics are one of those things I have not ever really delved into, believe it or not. There's just so much to this game, it's easy to get you know, caught up in just basic survival, essentially. Alright, now this will definitely hurt our mood, but... Oh my god, couldn't even barely hit that kid. Let's see, we'll take the candy. Did we get another infection? No, we're safe and sound. Alright, let's return to the bike, and we'll drop off our loot. Maybe then we'll check out this wasp nest and this portal, but... You know what, to be honest, let's just drive right past it. We're going to hit this road and head towards North Hero, see what this town has in store. I just cruised right past that wasp nest, and I'm not going to lie, I was a little tempted to stop and sneak over there and try to set it on fire, but I left him alone for now. Let's just inspect. Yeah, we don't have a lot of loot. So far, we've kind of been avoiding doing a lot of looting with this character just because of minimal cargo space on our motorcycle, but now it's time. Our base is close enough proximity that heck, I could just walk back and empty my pockets and stuff, but maybe we'll also locate a nice little trash can or something. Oops. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's just let go for now. I might have to kill that engine, but alright, doesn't look like it's in great shape, but what I'm really attracted to are these cargo spaces. These are the big ones. This is what we want. Lax wheels. Oh, and it does have a fresh set of controls here. Look at this, but the security system does have to be removed before I can take that out. It's already partially destroyed. This might be a potential where I can smash it, but you know, we have to kind of get lucky because I could equally just smash the controls and destroy them. Ooh, look at these cargo spaces. 3, 4 of them are in perfect shape, and one of them is a little bit dinged up. The other one's not in great shape, but yes, these are all coming out. Everything else on this truck is pretty much trash, except for, like I said, the controls too. Wow, that could actually help us get that electric vehicle up way sooner than I thought. Let's grab the bat. We're going to try this. I'm going to step out here. Actually, hold on. Let's see what's in the trunk first. Okay. That wide wheel might come in handy. I'm definitely going to remember this vehicle. Probably strip it for some other parts besides the cargo too. But all right, let's start to smash. I'm hitting this position, the driver's seat, in hopes that we get lucky and just smash the security system. There it is. Security system is destroyed. It's not guaranteed. It's kind of random what part you actually hit, but sometimes you do get lucky and just completely clear the security system without damaging anything else. And we in fact did. So let's pull the controls out. Beautiful. I don't know. Oh, I can go ahead and take these out too, but let me think here. It's 931. That will probably help to level up my actual mechanic skill a little bit. I mean, we're close to level 4, so we can almost install those controls. In fact, I think I'll take the controls. Oh my god, you know what? I could probably install one of these cargo carriers to the motorcycle. Hold on, stop driving. Yeah, because I did grab the battery. Oh, I got an idea. Okay, let's place the battery. Because it actually was fully charged, just sitting there in that vehicle, you know, the solar vehicle down to the south. They just got fully charged up. So, yeah, let me move this over here. Oh, everything. It's not going to be permanent. I mean, I love motorcycles, but we do want something maybe a bit bigger. But although this is going to make a huge improvement to our ability to carry stuff around, so I do need to go ahead and get the arc welder out and set a few things up. But let's flash forward and see if we can install this cargo space. Here we are at our vehicle screen. I think I'll try and put it on the very front, right over the front motorcycle wheel. That's got a decent frame on it, so it should hold it in place nicely. Let's hit I to install it. There it is, the cargo space. We got plenty of charges. Actually, that's going to wipe out about half of what the battery has. And remember, I don't have a solar panel yet to recharge it, although I could just probably put it back into the vehicle that we originally got it from. I'm also very limited on the welding rod currently, so this is probably something we'll have to prioritize over magic stuff for right now in terms of trading with NPCs. I'm going to want to get some more welding stuff before we worry about magic weapons. Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see on that. But I do already have a decent little stash of denaries. Well, about 7 of them. So maybe we can pick up something. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, we've done it. Look at that. Oh, yeah. So this thing has a capacity of 500 liters. Once again, this, to my knowledge, is the largest cargo space you can install on a vehicle. It's even bigger than a trunk. It's not bigger than like a floor tile, but other than that, it's pretty darn big. So beautiful. And that was it. So we're just going to drop that back in there. We'll pull this down and load it back up, and yeah, we're gonna hit the road again. Like I said, I want to go north a bit. We got another evac shelter here. That's interesting. That right there potentially means a solar panel. Let's fire up the old Viper and cruise down the road, see what it looks like. I did mark the truck there. Yeah. We'll be coming back for that. Like I said, those cargo spaces, they are way too valuable to just leave sitting there. Ah, interesting. Looks like there's an alternator on the ground. What is this? Motorbike alternator. We've got an engine. Our motorbike alternator is in perfect shape. I think what we'll do is I'll just leave a note. And there we go. Yeah, always important to leave thorough notes. And if I had more cargo space, I would probably pick it up. I say that, I literally just installed some cargo space, but yeah, I mean, although that 500 liters is a lot, it does fill up quick, trust me. And we might come across some other vehicle parts that we really want to take with us, which are even bulkier. Those look like jumper cables to me. Yeah, that's not worth mentioning, so let's see if we can inspect this place. Oh my god, it's another partially finished one. That's hilarious. I mean, this literally is one of the reasons we don't have a solar panel, is because every one of these that we've come across has just been incomplete. Hey, popular mechanics, angle grinder, we'll take it. Nothing in there. Yeah, and I've mentioned before, almost always the basement will have nothing in it. Do I have a freaking flashlight here? There we go. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could smash the toilets for paraffin wax, but ultimately it's not much to see. Well, that's a disappointment, but alright, time to hop back on. I guess I could get planks here. Yeah. If we deconstruct this, get the rope and 120 planks. It's a good source of them, and eventually, you know, one of the things we will do once we get a proper vehicle going is to make it an amphibious vehicle, and I usually do start with wooden boat hulls, which require planks. It's a very simple recipe, nothing but nails and planks. Alright, we got another vehicle. We're starting to see zombies. They're popping across my safe mode. Let's see what this trunk has. Ooh. This right here, this is why I always check every vehicle. I want to grab that large fire extinguisher, but we'll hold off. Okay. Take the saline antiseptic for sure. First aid, we can sell that. Battery. Good. Good. Let me look at this. I am going to start trying to pull out batteries of cars, even if they're not damaged. Like that one is damaged, so we'll leave it. But alright, let's see. We're getting closer and closer. Very important that we... Oh, there's a chair on the ground. That we do a quick perimeter sweep here. Maybe we'll get super lucky and there'll be like a crater or something on the outskirts that we can start just dumping zombies into. Also, I'll have to investigate what that is. Hopefully it's not an anthill. Oh yeah. Let me actually... Let's rile up the zombies. Do a little horn honking. Oh, there's a collection of turkeys to the north. I don't think they'll help us clear the city, but they will definitely attract attention of zombies if they aggro on them. Okay, just cruising the perimeter. Supply drop, that's not helpful for our purposes. Ooh, that ladybug could be interesting. It's not the giant type. It is enlarged, size of a big dog, but there are bigger versions which are really nice to help clear like zombies and stuff. Well, good news is that supply drop will definitely have some food and water. It's going to be the absolute crappiest type of food you've ever seen, but what is that? Ho ho ho! Hello, Mr. Military Vehicle, a security van with oraculum framing. No way. That's a magical metal, if I'm not mistaken. What? Just made on this... Yeah, just made into this freaking military vehicle. Which there's no way in hell I can get to, right now at least, but that's a priority. Oh man, yeah, this town I think is going to be a gold mine. Look at this. There's a stadium, a fire station, and a home improvement superstore. What kinds of goodies could that hold? Oh my god, I'm about to turn into a zombie here. I gotta be careful. Playing around on the outskirts of the city in an open motorcycle. It's gonna be a bit of a touch and go situation. Okay, well, looks like we've got the western side of town to cruise to. So far, unfortunately, not a single crater has appeared, but give it time. Maybe we'll get lucky. And, ooh. Pickup truck? Oh, with the internal boom crane. Almost completely destroyed, though. This could have been a really good find. For working on vehicles, we'll need something like this to help us lift up the vehicle to do, like, wheel changes. And if we want to swap an engine, too, we could use that. But not that one. It's destroyed. Oh, look at this. Another evac shelter. Want to bet that one is level 2 or still partially under construction? Let's go find out. Looks like I was wrong. In fact, this is a bonus evac shelter. There's an NPC here too. Oh, that could be really good for us, just depending on their quest. Also, take note. Let's stop the engine. Yeah, there's fungaloids around here too. So that's not great. This is going to be an area... Yep, there's their little home base. It's going to be covered with fungus eventually. And I mean, I do plan on spending a little bit of time around this city, so it might have time to spread. Hopefully it won't reach our base. But, you know, there are some things we can do maybe to stop it too. But let's take one thing at a time. Come on in. We will loot this place fully. There we go. But let's chat with the NPC in here first. All right, what's the matter? A few days ago, another survivor trying to avoid, yada yada. But he never showed up. Okay, I know this quest. Not a problem. What's wrong? Care to trade? What do they got? A weapon. Building for beginners. I definitely want that. Let's trade them something. Yeah, and of course, don't forget with Aram, we're going with a no firearms playthrough too, so I might trade him that weapon just to, like, trade it to other NPCs, but probably not. Alright, let me see, maybe I can grab enough just junk, like food and stuff here, that he'll actually trade me for that item he's got. Let's grab the matches. Yeah, let me do a quick search. Actually, this place is looking kind of sparse, but, oh, there's one protein ration. We'll see what we can trade with this guy. Okay, well, the basement is pretty small. Bunch of protein rations sitting around. I ended up with quite a few of them here. Yeah, quite a few. So let's see if he'll trade for that. Alright, nothing there. I think I got everything else. Yeah, we looked at everything. We're going to have to get up on the roof. I actually kind of want this thermos. I like having multiple different containers around the base. Alright, either way, let's track to him again. Not yet. Oh, I'll show you the mission too. We'll take a look at that. Let's grab that. I kind of want his crowbar too. Yeah, we'll try and trade for that. Honestly, the cannabis seeds are not a bad idea. Ooh, do I really want to trade him? I'm going to keep the inhaler. We'll trade him the 2 books that we don't need. Let's see, keep the vehicle controls. That will trade. Not a lot of good stuff here. Alright, let's go back to the food then. Maybe there's enough. 13 protein rations. He doesn't want these. He's probably been eating these for days, and he's like, do not show me another protein ration. Alright, I guess we'll pop that off, and yeah, good enough. I really just want that book. The cannabis seeds, if we can start to grow those, I've been told by Big Slash'em VC, shout out to Slash'em, that we can potentially make brownies, edible brownies, and that will sell for quite a bit. So I'd like to try that. I'm always looking for high value trade items, and heck, if it's something we can actually craft up ourselves, just that much better, you know? Alright, we use the bat to break down the door. Beautiful. We've got some clean water, just have a little drink, put some into our new thermos, and this is it, the real prize. Oh yeah, we've got ourselves a solar panel. So I'm going to wield it, go back down, set everything. Yeah, nothing else here. Let's see, we should definitely be able to drop this in the motorcycle's cargo space, so we don't need to like rush home right away. Yeah, there we go, got it all loaded up. Okay, so we'll start it up. I'm going to continue to kind of sweep around. We'll visit these trailheads. If there's any interesting vehicles there, I'll show you. But I'm going to drive around the fields a little bit. If there's no craters, maybe I can get lucky and come across like a stone golem that we can use to lure over to this city and help us clear. I haven't given up. I'm not willing to take these zombies on head to head. We've got to have some sort of trick that we can use. Okay, so I think I figured out what our strategy is. I did do a nice full circle around North Hero. I came across one crater. It's a little bit far, but I mean, good news is we can potentially use that for a little bit of help. Didn't see too much in the way of like enemies or anything. Maybe I should still come around up here to the north because there is a magic cabin here, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to come at it from the east side and try and burn a couple of these houses here. So let's step off the bike. My mana is being depleted. I've been, you know, casting magic missile occasionally as I go around. But let's see, we got a couple zombies on us. Alright, let's utilize some of the terrain and our sword. Bring them on over. They might actually go after these turkeys too. Let's look at that. It's 100 move cost. I think the stone is probably best. Yeah, one of them might split off and go for the turkeys, but nope, they're both coming after me. Oh, great. There we go. Excellent. So I am picking up just anything and everything that's light but has a little bit of value to it. Alright, yeah. Let's keep closing in. Okay, we got more zombies coming in. There's quite a few of them here. It's alright, we should be able to handle them one-on-one. If we can string them out without getting overwhelmed here. Alright, I won't worry about looting just yet. There's quite a few of them. Let's look around here. Maybe we'll head a little bit north. I also do have one Molotov cocktail in the inventory, so nice. So what we got to do is just peel them off one by one. Let's try and use this stone here, maybe. Good, that's the tough zombie down. He's going to be one of them. Oh, no, that's what we want to avoid right there. That was not good. We're now in moderate pain. Yeah, we've lost a decent amount of speed. Let's finish this one off. Alright, we're going to have to go ahead and pop a codeine, I think. Yeah, I took a couple of aspirin at the start of the battle, but it won't be enough. We'll grab whatever loot we have here. Some filthy knee pads. Alright, grab that stuff. And, yeah, just little odds and ends. Nothing great yet. Let's go ahead and I'm going to tend to the wounds, put some bandages on those. There we go. It's inevitable. We'll get dinged up a little bit as we move in. Let's see. Our mood is tanking. Oh, I need to start a fire. Yeah, that'll help us a little bit. Alright, is there anywhere near here? There's probably a bush or two. It would actually not be a bad idea, like I said, to light one of these houses on fire, but I would like to clear it first. Let's see if we can do that real quick. Let's look around. Want the belt, the glasses. That's actually really nice. That full face motorcycle helmet. Wow. I think we just got an upgrade to... Yeah. Where is it? Hard hat. Drop that. Where? The thing. There it is. Awesome. That's a good upgrade. Leg warmers. Those could be helpful. Let's see here. More corrective lenses. Sunglasses. Those trade for a decent amount, so I will take them. 2 pairs of cargo pants, but they're poor fit. Alright, we're kind of stuck in this room. Let's go back out the window. Oh, where? Oh, it's on the other side, in the street there. You probably heard that. Rotten biscuits. Let's peek our head out this... I'm curious about what's on the front of the street here. Okay, there's actually a few zombies across there. We've got an acidic zombie in one of the buildings. Let's try and clear this, like I said, and potentially just set it on fire and get out of here. Oh, now this is interesting. Got the kitchen. I don't know why I took those tongs. I get into loot mode and I just start grabbing things. Half the time they're completely useless. Alright, we'll take that. Actually, do need a cooking utensil. All I've got back at the base is a makeshift pot that I had to make myself. 12 pickled fish. What? That's awesome. That was a good find. Alright. There's a downstairs here too. Let's go ahead and pop on. Our flashlight will look below us. Okay, we got a few zombies, but there's a lot of boxes down there too. Could be some interesting loot. Okay, getting a little careless there, but we are bleeding. Yeah, with that codeine though, that should start to really level out our pain. So I'm not super worried about the pain right now. More worried about the loot. Alright, what do we got? A wood axe, a backpack, mummy jumpsuit, protective mouthpiece. I'm seeing some interesting stuff. What is this? A set of adjustable optic vibrating pins with a bracket to mount on modern bows. Very interesting stuff here. Okay, a book. Take the books for trading. Leather backpack. I love it. Alright. Funnel. I will take the funnel. It's always good to have one of those. Little salt water. Nah. Turpentine, yes. Fedora and a ninja hood. Absolutely. Grab that bottle too. No. Maybe we can sell those. I don't know. Let's see what this has. Little drink. Little drinky drink. Alright, anything in the washer dryers? No. Okay, interesting little basement. So there's the bathroom. Hold on, did we check this room? Yeah, it looks like there could be something in that cardboard box, though. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't move that thing. Alright, I won't worry about it. I would like to get into this bathroom. Let's see what's on the shelf there. Pillowcase and soap. Maybe we'll leave it. I'm not really keen on starting to smash stuff and make a bunch of noise here. Let's see if maybe we can sneak into this window real quick. Oops. Pocket watch, balaclava, that's nice. Grab that. Actually, let me get those socks too. It's good to have a couple extra pairs, you know. Oops. Alright, awesome. Uh-oh. I knew we'd be seen. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. How many do we got coming in? I hope it's just the one. Oh, there's more than one. Don't spit on me, acid guy. Alright, good news is there's bushes all around this window, so that actually worked to our advantage there. Alright, we got a book out of it. Wait a second. Industrial ID card, nice. Oh, and a denarius, okay. Alright, AF. Haha, let's spark a couple of fires. Doesn't have to be too extensive. We got most of everything here. Whoops, I missed the pumpkin. How'd I miss that? Alright. Yep, not worried about dog food. That'll probably hurt our mood, but that is definitely enough to get the whole house blazing. Let's go ahead and mark it off so that I know I've searched it. And what we want to do is... Oh crap, I got a few zombies coming in, don't I? I was going to hop on the bike and just zoom off. Yeah, we're literally feeling zero pain right now thanks to that codeine. So let's try and take them out. Use this rock here. Yeah, I was going to maybe just leave them, let the fire take care of them, but they're kind of too far away from the fire to really aggro into it, I think. Alright, good. Tell you, this sword, man, I love it. If you can happen to find an orc village and get one of the orcs to drop his sword or kill him, yeah, it's a great early game weapon. Alright, looking good. We picked up a little bit of stuff here. Wait, I think I missed something. No. Oh yeah, the memory card, I want that too. So, what we'll do is I'm going to hop on the bike. We'll drop off our loot, but I want to pull up and park a little bit closer to that building so that it's in the reality bubble. And let me turn off something. No, we're good. Yeah, that way, of course, the fire will continue to spread. It'll make a bunch of noise because the house is going to literally start collapsing on itself. And any zombies in this area should be attracted right there. So I'm going to pull up like to this spot and maybe just sit here and read a book, you know, pass a little bit of time. Okay, I have pulled up behind the house, but I think the sound of the Viper's engine attracted some unwanted company. We've got 2 feral humans coming at us, but good news is we did recently pick up some tear gas, so I've got several canisters of it. We've also got some magic. Let's go ahead and break out the missile. I was thinking about maybe casting another spell, but let's not waste any of our mana. Okay, he's in range, so he's hitting me. Okay, he's down. Let's conserve the mana. And we're going to come at this guy. Okay. Now we'll hit him with one of our tear gases. Boom. Bring out the sword. I never even saw it coming, did he? Smash him. Damaged crowbar tramadol. That's a really nice little find. Okay, not much there. Not too worried about the crowbars. We'll grab this. Yeah, so now we're just kind of killing a little bit of time. I downed a flesh raptor here. So in order, to pass time, one of the things we're going to do is dissect this. You're not in the mood to prospect the guts and blood on your hands convinces you to turn away. Okay, well, maybe we won't do that just yet. I do have some music we can play, so we'll get that going, because that's going to help the mood a little bit. Any gum? We'll chew some gum. Yeah, maybe we can read a book, too. Building for Beginners. What did that teach me? Ooh, what's the point in studying? My morale's too low. Let's just read The Baker's Companion. That actually boosts our mood. Yeah, that brought us back up. So we went from like in a really bad mood to middling, thanks to the music, the gum, and a little bit of reading. But now we've got another feral human coming in from the north. I bet you they're being attracted to the sound. They're just, some of them are happening to notice me too. Alright. Be careful not to actually get locked into combat. Tear gas. Whoops. Oh, we got another one coming in. Wow. Maybe we can get that guy to walk through it. No? Okay. We'll use another. I have no problem using this tear gas. It's fairly common. You do find it, especially on like, we can wear those. Yeah, especially on like police zombies or even military zombies. Even on just civilians too, you'll find it. But it really does a number on living creatures too, not just ferals, but anything that will be disturbed by tear gas obviously will affect that. Alright, let's continue to read a bit of this. Oh, well, the fabrication book doesn't actually help me at all, so... Yep. Time is passing very slow here. Let's stop that. I wonder if she's... I can... Okay, yeah, now you can see here the fire is definitely spreading. I think the zombie is going to aggro on the sound of the fire, so that little one's just going to walk right into it. Yep. Now you can see the effectiveness of a house fire for sure, for sure. It takes a while because the sound will draw zombies from pretty decent range, you know. Anything that's close by will start to come into it. So we might have to sit here for another couple hours, and in the end, I might want to retreat back to the base for the night, and then maybe we'll come and clear it in the morning, see how it's going. And you know, if we need to, we can always set this house on fire. If this one burns out, there's still zombies around. We will definitely be looting them. In fact, I think this whole town is going to be worth clearing. To be honest, I have never searched a stadium before in this game, so I'm actually really, really curious about what kind of stuff this could have. Maybe some vehicles, almost certainly maybe like some weapons. It's a baseball, so it could be a bunch of baseball bats. Not to mention maybe even food with a concession stand and stuff. We got an animal shelter, some houses, and I think the real prize is going to be this home improvement superstore. But you know, I've been disappointed before by what appear to be like really promising structures in a city, and then you get there and they're like completely just wrecked. So it is just a luck of the dice, you know. We'll see how it goes, but we are gonna save all of that for the next episode, guys. So I hope you'll continue to tune in. Of course, like I said, I'm gonna have some more edited videos until we can get the live streams up and running. But once that happens, make sure you follow me on Twitch so you get notified and we can chat and have some fun. But I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please hit that like button for me, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.